All right, Barlow Gage, how y'all doing? Well, it's Super Tuesday. I it's well, there ain't no. I'm not complaining about anything, but I am gonna tell y'all because I believe some of y'all really truthfully care what's going on. Not that there's anything for y'all to be worried about, but it is what it is, and I'm going to my daddy always had one of them military things he always said about conquer and overcome. I can't remember to say, and I wasn't even prepared to say that, but he had basically means that we're going to adjust to the situation and we're going to have a positive outcome, and that's what we're going to do. So, but today was the second weekend of the month is when I participated in our local food bank. It's a faith-based. I think they got one of them fancy tax break thing numbers, A4 or something charity or whatever. I don't know the in and out, the whole details of it, but it's something that I participate in. You have to get on a waiting list to get to go, and that's why I still go. If there's things there that I don't need or don't use, I usually turn them down, so there'll be more for the rest of the people that come there. They're open 2 days a week. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think I've done a pocket dump from there. You know, a crazy video where I did the I don't remember what it was. Something, I had to turn my hat around backwards and was pop into the wrap, whatever. Well, I don't remember. But anyway, I did that while I was waiting in line there. I get all kind of crazy ideas while I'm sitting there. But today I went and I listed 10 DVDs on my eBay store, and then didn't have nothing. At that point I needed something else to do, so I watched a little YouTube, and that inspired the video for today. I had something totally different planned or in my head or my thoughts. But that's the reason I watch YouTube. They're very inspirational, and you'll see all about that in here in a second. Let's see what else. Watch a little Whatnot. I love to watch those people go in there and buy them $500 pocket knives. Just blows my mind. And let's see. It got to be something else that happened while I was there. Anyway, they blessed me with some few bags of food. Staples is basically what it is, and they'll usually throw some stuff in there that I don't really need. There was a tray of breakfast cakes that came, and they're frozen, and because most of the stuff that is almost out of date, Walmart freezes it, and then they put it out to you frozen, and you can either refreeze it or go ahead and use it. And please don't let's not talk about expiration dates on food, guys. Look, if it looks bad, it smells bad, or it tastes bad, don't eat it. Okay? I saw my daddy 1,000 times pull something out of the refrigerator, but he'd be making some of his stovetop stew, and pull something out of there and make some green beans that we had, let's say 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And he'd look at it, instead of draining it and throwing it in the stew, he would look at it and say, I ain't eating that, and he'd throw it away. So use your head. I mean, just because a man, somebody like or a woman, like me or you, looks at something and says, well, that'll be good for a week, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's not in date. Anyway, that's a whole nother ramble. I ain't gonna get into that. Okay. Super Tuesday. Anyway, the food bank was a very successful day. I'm very happy, and all that's good. Now, let's start this way. Brother Dwayne Clark, Kentucky Knife, man, he dropped a video yesterday about going through the Peddler's Mall, making 2 or 3 trips out of town, and he's just a very informative video. The old boy, and this is no criticism whatsoever. You know, I love him like a brother, but he shaved. I guess that was for Easter or Mother's Day, but he looked quite dapper today, Dwayne. You were dapper, you know, man. Not that you don't look dapper all the time. I like you with that mountain man look. That's just me, but that's, you know. Anyway, he brought forth a very, very cool. Of course, he always ends his videos, the ones that are you know, his rat killing videos, you know, where he's out running the road and doing his picking and looking, and him and Miss Donna going to, you know, peddlers mall is what he calls them, you know, like flea markets and stuff. Was just a great video. And then at the end, he brings the word, part of his ministry, to bring the Lord into y'all's life. Just an amazing. Just every time I listen to him, it gives me. You know, I am so blessed, man, because I went down. Let's see, I went down to see these people right here, and was blessed, man. I had a very I don't know how to explain it to you. I had a very enlightening, moving experience with Brother Billy Ray Bond, fine Baptist preacher here in South Mississippi. Fine, the whole family. It was actually me and Brother Billy Ray and his son-in-law, Caleb. We sat there and he asked me some very pointed questions, and like I said, I'm not going to get into all that. I answered them to the best of my ability. But it has since sparked a fire under me to try to realize what he said to me and how it affects me. And I am seriously thankful for that. Now then, if you need a pocket knife, Brother Billy Ray probably got it. Or something close, or if he can't, he can get it. He's a distributor for just about every brand. There's, I think, one or two brands that he doesn't mess with because there's certain positions on how things roll. But if it cuts, you know, it's kind of like Smoky Mountain knife work. If it cuts, Billy Ray gonna try to sell it to you, and usually he's pretty successful doing that. But while I was there, I picked up some Bolster blend, and that's what's in said cup. Is 1 cup of Bolster blend coffee, and it is fantastic. Anytime, if you do happen to buy a knife during their auction, or just call them. I mean, he filled 3 or 4 orders while I was sitting there on the phone. One was a YouTuber. I ain't gonna mention his name, but his name was let's see, South Carolina Knife Monkey. Called down there and bought a pocket knife from him, or a knife. Wasn't none of my business, other than I heard the name and I asked him about it and told him that I knew the fella and he was a pretty good old boy. So let's see what's next. Anyway, Deep South Curly guys, I'm not ever gonna stop talking about them. They're not my family; they are a family, and they are truly in the religious and knife world are top notch, and that's all I can say about that. Now let's get this out of the way. Tuber Tuesday. First thing we're going to talk about is the latest addition to the Barlow Brigade staff. And I introduced him this morning on my pocket dump, what you told. But now we're going to give y'all a good look. Okay? This is Amarillo Slim. Okay? I was given a directive by the gentleman that sent this to me to name him properly. I did. Me and the other members of Mississippi Dude, Milo and Max. That coffee cup is sitting on a leather coaster that was made by this gentleman. His name is Howard Bentley. He told me to properly name said Elefante. So that Elefante is now going to be called Amarillo Slim. from this day forward. So the entire staff here at the bog has decided that will be his name. Okay? Amarillo, Texas. Not Amarillo, Amarillo. Okay? It's like a armadillo, but without the arm. What did he say? Anyway, we're going. I don't know how we're gonna. Well, I do, but let's see. This is your new. Let me get it up there where y'all see it. This is your new Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Not very. It ain't very shiny. I ain't got it rubbed up good, mainly because I've been messing with it. But that's your cinnamon stag bone. I ain't gonna show y'all, but this thing holds a knife perfectly. Okay, Amarillo Slim is now an official member, official field tester of the Barlow Brigade. Well, since we're talking about Howard Bentley, let's go ahead and get in there. We'll fit in there. And in the first slip that I got from him is this pancake sheet, which is a low hung. There's Maker's Mark right there. USA, Howard Bentley. Y'all look at that. When you tote it, you don't even know it's on your side. But coming in, one of those, I showed y'all this bag. Okay. Well, I just keep looking over in there with my flashlight, put my flashlight in my mouth, look down in there, got some lights, look around, and the bad boy that's in here popped up. And I didn't even know it was in there. But what we have here is the iconic, not to be confused with ironic, iconic Buck 110. Now, as I was preparing for this video, I dug another 110 type pocket knife out of there to show y'all. This knife looked like this. Okay? Now, I took some pliers, tried to pull this open so I could show y'all what it was. I'm pretty sure, and you ain't gonna be able to tell, that's a Puma shield. Could be wrong. I hadn't done anything to it except pull it out of the bag, and there it is. So that's what I know. But let's go over to the Buck 110 here. I got her all cleaned up, got her polished up. Got about 4 hours in this one. But I put it in when I found it, I put it in the spa. It went through the mineral oil, went through the hot water, went through the warm water wash, and then the blade was tipped, or boogers are all messed up, so we redid the blade, got the blade looking good, pretty good, still got most of the length. It wasn't but about just a little bit gone. Y'all see in just a second. But y'all, let's see, this thing is just beautiful. I mean, I hope y'all can see the wood grain. There's a reason that there are hundreds and hundreds of knives made that symbolize this. I don't really know what word I'm trying to use. This particular knife. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, and once you own one, I've had them before. I haven't had one recently because I'm the old scrapper guy. If you wait long enough, something's gonna happen. Y'all hear it? Hear that? Nothing sounds like it. That's the acoustics my brother Harold Terry talks about. Okay. Got about 45 minutes to an hour's worth of Dremel tool with a buffing pad. Buffing thing on it. I take that mother's polish and I just coat the whole thing and get it in there, get everything all polished up. Okay, now the blade. Let's look at the blade. Now, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the end of it was not perfect by any means, but and it is what it is. Now this is, Brother Seth, when he got some of these knives, and he said that everybody talking about stainless. Well, stainless just means less. It doesn't mean it doesn't stain. So that of course that's been an old knife saying for years. You set a stainless steel knife down outside and you wait long enough, it's gonna have corrosion. Okay. The next knife's not really stainless, but it's a high carbon steel, but it does have some. All steel has some stainless in it. It's part of the formula. But look at the back. Remember that hammerhead I had? How beat up was this one? This one just not beat up at all. It's pretty good. Now let's look at that tang stamp. Get it in there. We're kind of hard to see. I think about right there, about as good as I'm gonna get it. But it says Buck 110 with an X on the right side, USA, and that X means 1990. So this is a 35-year-old pocket knife, and this is one that won't leave my possession. It's a full timer. It's an old timer, full timer. Gonna be here timer. I had to use pliers to get it open, but now I can press the lock. Well, after much work, I got it to where it'll work perfect. It's kind of hard for me to do it with my arms extended out there, but y'all hear that? I'm gonna get it up here. I want everybody to hear that. All right, she's a snapper. Now, y'all know me and my paper cut test. I don't even know if I got anything up here to cut. Well, you gotta find something. I have no idea. I know I stropped it pretty good after I got it. I mean, got it cleaned up, but we might need to work on that a little bit, guys. But you know what? Don't matter. I bet if I poke it in there like that and do this, okay, it will cut. Okay, there you go, guys. And it ain't sharp. Ain't nowhere clear. But I got everything here to get it done. That's you. This is your 428C. It's a legendary steel. Buck 110. Don't leave home without it. Right in the Howard Bentley sheath. I don't think this is where it's going to live because I got bunch folding hunters, guys. Bunch folding hunters. Okay. As I was sitting in line today and getting ready for the food bank, I usually get there around 9:30, and they don't start until 1. So it's a minute sitting there. And of course, today was the first day of summer, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know what the calendar, the sun calendar, and all that stuff that these people try to predict the weather with. But today it was 78 degrees. When I got there, when I left, it was about 82 degrees. And some people are going to say, let's say somebody in central Michigan, they're going to say, boy, that sounds like a pretty day right there. Well, it was. It was a beautiful, real high skies, bluebird type day. Had some few little puppies up there. But the problem is, and this is the first day of the year that this has happened, we had 84% humidity. Now, there's some of y'all around here that knows that when you have 80 degree temperature and 84% humidity, I basically melted through my clothes while I was sitting there. You know, and I'm too tight to run my vehicle with the air conditioner and all that, so that ain't gonna happen. I mean, there were several people there that were doing it. They'd run their car a minute, cool it off, and then, you know, to me that's just like turning the stove off and then waiting for it to cool and then turning it back on. Just don't make sense to me. But anyway, I sat there. I endured it, but it drained me. It drained me pretty good. So I came right on home, put the groceries up, and laid down, take a nap, trying to get my sleep schedule back to where I'm not up all night working on pocket knives and get it done. But while I was there, I watched a video by a gentleman that is our northern brother. Okay, his name's Brother Todd. I'm not gonna say his last name. He goes by the moniker of Pocket EDC. Outstanding gentleman. Outstanding gentleman. He is he's very on point. He does pocket knife reviews. He is a huge Rough Rider fan, like myself. Me and him, every box, all the way down to our humor, check. Okay, check. Pocket EDC and me, check. Okay, so there you go. And he pulled out a knife that I think he said he got. I hadn't rewatch. I'm gonna rewatch it, but I think he said he got it on eBay. And of course, I got this one last. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday when I got the load. And started going through there. And of course, I didn't pick out but just a few of the fixed blades because they just. There were so many pocket knives that the fixed blade I would kind of. That's the part of the load that Brother Billy Ray and Seth got down there in Deep South. But this is one of them that I picked out. Okay, iconic. I knew what it was. I got this one. And I got his little brother. His little brother called a 152 sharp finger. I got it. Hadn't done anything to it. It's just still sitting there. Now the sharp finger has a perfect sheath. With nothing wrong with the sheath. This one, not so much. Okay, the band is toast. Okay, now I did all the research, and Brother Todd, Pocket EDC, hit every nail that he swung at. He hit it dead center. Okay, now y'all please go over there and look at the one he did. He cleaned up, man, because that thing it's a smoker. Okay, that thing is beautiful. This one, not so much, and. He's as happy as a dog with two tails. You know, I could tell if he was a puppy dog. If he was Charlie, he got a dog named Charlie. If he was Charlie, he'd still be shaking. Okay, because he just, you know how they get when they get all giddy and they start shaking. Same thing. Ear rubs for Charlie there, Brother Todd. I love his puppy dog. He's kind of like Miss Abby up there in El Dorado, Arkansas. There, Brother H.T. he got a dog. I guess they're outside double first cousins. But anyway, we won't talk about. Well, we'll look at the sheath. Now I took the Rubidoux Creek leather butter, and I don't know what they call it, but I went over this 4 times just to get the pocket knife to go in it. Okay, softened it up. Got it to where it's pliable. Now it'll sheath right up. Of course, I got the wanky. Okay, and this right here is on its way to be repaired. The reason I'm doing this video is I've been to put this in a box, and it's going to Smyrna, Georgia. Anybody know anybody lives in Smyrna, Georgia? I mean Tennessee. Anyway, here's the knife. The legendary old timer 156, made by Strade Walden. This came out of it's been buried, it was buried under a house inside a duffel bag for no telling how long. Okay, and that's the only protection it had. The house fell in on top of it. But y'all look at that pawpaw tinner. There's some corrosion in there now, don't get me wrong. Look, see that little spot of corrosion right there? And there's your tang stamp. Okay, it's almost gone, but you can still see where it says Strade Walden. Get that there. because it's really kind of go this way. But look at that big patch of corrosion right there. Got a little bit down here. Like I say, this one has been, I use my motorized machines to do most of the work on this one. The handle was completely white, okay? I had to take a whole layer with the fiber wheel very carefully, and went over this, and you'll see, but you can see the reds, and you can see there's big patches of the grooving, you know, saw cut Delrin plastic, whatever you want to call it. But there's big patches of it that's gone because it is what it was. I had to polish those bolts. Pins. I wasn't gonna let them, you know, I wasn't gonna let them go. But here's the other side. See that big patch of corrosion right there on the top? All I did was polish. I ground it with the fiber wheel, grind it with the wire wheel, got all the rust out of it, and then coated it with some of that Rubidoux Creek wax, and put it in the sheath. And it's a wonderful pocket knife. And this is the kind of steel that you want in a knife. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. But there's your. Now look at the corrosion on the main part of the. See all that right in there? Goes all the way around. This is just from improper storage, and it wasn't stored. I have a feeling this way. I have a feeling that the person that these knives belong to passed away, and then the house left there and degraded until it fell down on top of these knives. And then when the gentleman that I got these knives from came through there to do the cleanup, which is what he does, he found them. And that is what it is. You know, I don't believe I'm going to be able to do a cut test with this one, but there you go. There you go, little curly Q. She's sharp. It will cut. Anyway, guys, there's your Two for Tuesday. We busted on 30 minutes here. I haven't done anything as far as channel statistics and analytics and all that today because I just hadn't had time. I came home, put the food up, took me a nap. Hopefully I can go to bed tonight about 8:30, 9 o'clock and get a good night's sleep. That's what I'm planning on doing. But maybe the next time y'all see this one right here, she's going to have a brand new blanket. But I'll tote this, okay? If nothing else, I'll put it in my drop bag to where, you know, when I'm out on the road or something and need a cutter or some protection or whatever it is you want to call it that you're toting, I'll have this right here to do it with. Of course, coming up next is the shark finger. I don't know when it'll be. Right now in the spa, I got a little, I think it's a power cutlery. It's a little small keychain knife with, it's got metal covers, stamped metal covers, clip on. I got that in there, and there's a, some kind of little sod buster. I don't even know what brand it is, but they were both very interesting knives, and I elected or selected those to go in. Now, they came out of the box. This is the box that has the knives in it that I bought. Okay, I bought these. The rest of them he just gave them to me because he knows I like pocket knives. So there you go, guys. Two for Tuesday. Kind of late. It's heck, I guess it's almost 6 o'clock. Almost 6 o'clock here Central Time in wonderful Williams, Mississippi, located just 25 clicks from the Gulf of America. Casa de Barlow. I don't know where the boys are. They're probably over in the jungle across the street. I'm gonna give y'all a walk around one day. Let y'all. Well, I guess it'll be a roll around since I'm on a walker. Anyway, we'll get y'all a view over there where Milo and Max do most of their damage, which is, you know, not really. I'm a film. There's two big old oak trees over there, big white oak, and Milo gets right in between them, and they got squirrels and squirrel families living in both of them. And he sits there and he lays down flat on the thing and he flips his tail. You know, his tail's got a white little knob on the end of it, and he flips that tail till he mesmerizes them squirrels. They come walking, they come out of the tree down there to see what's going on, and then he tries to pounce on them, which he's caught a few. So Milo getting a little older now. He's maybe 2.5 years old now. Of course, Max took care. You know, all Max is gonna do is come to the back door, meow, 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 meow. So I let him in, and then he's gonna come in and he's gonna take 6 bites, and then hope that he can get back to the door before I close it, because he is a grazer. He is a soul grazer. Anyway, I can sit here and talk about crazy stuff like that for hours. We got 31 minutes. I love y'all. We did it, guys. The Gibby's coming. I've got leather work coming in from a couple more people. Also today on the mail radar, you know, I got a big centralized mail observation station set up here, and I got a blip from Washington State. I don't know what that's about. I think I do. So what we're going to do is when he gets here, we're going to do a review of a pocket knife. That ought to give y'all a clue who's involved. Okay? All right. I love each and every one of y'all. Don't ever forget that. I think we're at like 758. Don't make me lie to you. Of course, that's going to happen, guys. There's going to be all kind of people coming in here trying to get in the giveaway so they can win one of these boxes, which is going to be epic. You know, but we're going to get in there where we fit in there. I love you. Have a great Tuesday night. Rule number 9.